Hello, my beautiful people. So I have a new setup because I got a new table. And I'm doing Virgo today. So right off the bat, if you like my vibe, please subscribe. We are doing 2 readings plus a career and finance plus you versus all signs. I am doing $5 one question readings until December 1st. So between now and then, you guys have about a month or half a month, 2 weeks, to get a reading from me. If it's something that you're interested in, if you want to support the channel, by all means, go ahead and do that. It's only $5. I do have love readings, a 10-deck mini spread, which is like love, career, finance, the whole shebang. That reading's at least an hour and change. It goes through everything. And then, what else? So keep that in mind. Hold on, I just dropped 2 more cards. So this is what I got for you for the month. First reading. Make sure this is all on the screen. This is a new setup, so I'm trying to make sure it all works out. Let me know what you guys think of it. So right off the bat with the 4 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups, 7 of Cups, the Emperor, the Empress. Wow, beautiful. Out of all your options, you finally found your Emperor and Empress. Like, you're in love. You found someone worth holding on to. You were the King of Wands. You used to be impulsive, but now you found something you want to work on, but now you're hurt. Something happened because you didn't take action right away. And you knew that in order to have this stable beginning, you had to do something. You took a little longer than you should have, but you found your person. You found the one you want to fight for. You used to be a player. You're still kind of a player, you know, because you were impulsive. You did whatever you wanted. You didn't really work hard on anything, and that caused a lot of problems. And then people got guarded with you, and then they just didn't want anything to do with you. But I don't know. Let's go. Let's see a little more. You are not what they were looking for. Oh my God. Okay, this is what I think happened, Lord. This is karma, though. For some of you. Or they weren't looking. Let me take that back. So then there's this High Priestess, which I'm thinking is, hold on, let me move some stuff around because things are falling on me. Sorry. I know, right? That sounds so weird, but it's true. Things are falling on me. There's a High Priestess. They weren't looking for anything. They found you. They thought you were their wish fulfillment. There's a little cute flirtatious energy. You guys had a good conversation. Hold on. They were single and happy. Oh no, there's 2 stories here. Oh man. And that's the Justice. I think you got your karma served for all this stuff. This is for the bad Virgo, because I read for 2 Virgos. Good Virgo, bad Virgo. The bad Virgo is the player. And it's not that, you know, they're impulsive. They know exactly what they're doing. They're playing with you and they're hurting your heart, right? This person finally found somebody worth loving, giving their all to. The perfect match. They decided, I'm going to stop doing my player ways, but it was too late. The person, I think the other person already found out with the High Priestess. They already knew something was up. This is not what they were looking for. They wanted a wish fulfillment. They thought it was their wish fulfillment. They thought that this was a blessing and that this was going to work. But then they realized that with the 9 of Pentacles and the Page of Wands, I'd rather be single than deal with this. For some of you, for others of you, when you met them, you weren't what they were looking for, but then they realized that you're a blessing for some of you. And this is your Justice because you stopped being a player for the ones that did. If you didn't stop being a player, if you're a player, you met someone, you fell in love, it didn't work out because you played them and it was too late, if that makes sense. So they found out, and then now that you're ready to settle down, they're like, no, thank you, I already know who you are. For others of you who were a player and then you met this person, you're like, no, I'm going to treat this person right. I don't want to let this go. You did the right thing. And now this person, you weren't what they were looking for. They were just like dating you. Then they were like, wow, you know, I'm starting to really like this guy. I could see my future with him and blah, blah, blah. And that is your Justice for making the necessary changes you needed to make to get a long-term partner, because players don't deserve long-term partners. If you're going to hurt somebody and play them, you don't deserve it. You don't. So for the next reading, somebody's working hard and then they make an impulsive decision toward a High Priestess, toward a very, very knowledgeable person. That, or let me just keep pulling cards. Oh, wow. This is kind of like a continuation. So you're working hard. You're doing your own thing, but impulsively you do something. This high priestess finds out or figures it or feels it. Women are very intuitive, and people forget that. Like they make it seem like, oh, women are dumb or bimbos or this and that. Not all people. I'm just saying there was a time in history where, hold on, I just want to move the camera, where women were perceived as like dumb bimbos or whatever. I don't think they are, but because I'm a woman, so but and I'm very smart. But this is how, like, this is the perception. But they know, women always know. They know, whether there's proof or not, they know. So this high priestess knows something's up. They're guarded with the 9 of Swords. But there's potential for somebody's getting money. You know, this is the second time the Ace of Pentacles popped up for you guys. And I'm sorry to say this. I think that perhaps maybe the high priestess is sticking around, or the lady in this situation, because the money that's coming in. Like if you have a lawsuit coming in, or you have a pension, or you have some money coming in, somebody that knows that you've been doing dirty might be sticking around because they're like, I've been through, you know, through hell and back with you. I'm going to get something out of this, to make sure they get their money. So just that's for some people. For others, with the Knight of Cups, you know, somebody's coming in to offer love. They love this situation. They don't want to let it go. And they've been left out emotionally. And now they want to have sex for sure. But they know they might be rejected if they come into the situation because the other person's guarded. They're stressed out. They're angry because of an impulsive decision somebody made. Be careful with your decisions this month. They are going to have long-term effects. Very, very long-term effects. Some of them cannot be repaired or fixed. So just be wary when you make your choice. You're going to be tempted this month. That temptation is it's a test. It's going to ruin whatever it is that you have, okay? So please be careful. If we're dealing with career and finances, like I said, there is some money coming in. For some of you, you have lawsuits that are pending. You're finally going to get a settlement. For others of you, you have money coming in, maybe because somebody passed away and you're getting like an inheritance, like maybe a parent. I feel parent. I'm so sorry if, you know, if that did happen and you're finally getting the money after it's been in arbitration or whatever. Make sure you have a will, you and whoever's watching this video. Make sure you guys have wills, living wills written out, notarized, given to your lawyer or something. Some people, if you have a lot of property in a state, you have to register it with the court of your county so that it's valid, because it's a really big estate or a lot of money, insurance money, this and that. You want to make sure that everything is in the up and up so that, God forbid, anything did happen, you're covered. You don't have to worry about the courts taking majority of your property and assets and stuff because you didn't have a will. And they're trying to figure out who it really belongs to. So if we're dealing with career and finances, you're not giving this month. Either you're not giving or you're not receiving something. There's a Queen of Wands. Some of you might have actually been getting money from another person. They're not giving it to you this month because of something, because of a truth. So somebody found out some information. They stopped giving or they stopped receiving. Could be dividends, could be money, could be something else. One cycle is ending, another one's beginning. I feel like some of you might be pulling your money out if you're into stocks and crypto and stuff like that from one thing and putting it into another, because one thing is more aggressive than the other. Like one stock or one account is more aggressive than the other. This is a very impulsive decision. I think you're probably doing it. If it's impulsive, it's because you got some information. You think it's insider information or something like that. Maybe something you heard at work with the 8 of Pentacles. And at first you rejected it because you're like, this doesn't sound good. But with the Hierophant, you did some research here and you realize, no, this is a really good opportunity. So you might get some information or overhear a conversation at work about some stock tips or some crypto or something that you probably weren't supposed to hear. You did some research and now you're like, you know what? I'm going to check it out. I'm going to try it out. If you're dealing with an Aries, I actually really like this reading. I'm like, wow. If you're dealing with an Aries, I feel like you or someone else is spending too much money in this relationship, and they're realizing it, and it's really stressing them out. It's burdening them, and it's making them imbalanced with the Two of Pentacles because it's more money than they anticipated spending. So just curb your spending with this person. Try to stay in, you know, give each other massages and stuff, and just show that you don't have to spend a lot of money to be together. With the Knight, if you're dealing with a Taurus, with the Knight of Pentacles, nothing's really happening right now. Somebody's made a choice and a decision that this is not what they want. They manifested a new beginning. That's for some of you. For others of you, things are happening very slowly. Somebody wants to take it slow. That's a good thing because they want things to happen naturally. If you're dealing with a Gemini. Ooh. I really do like the smaller cards better. I don't think I want to buy big cards anymore. I like the mini decks. They're easier to work with. They show up well on camera. The big ones are just so difficult. I feel like I get better readings with the little ones too. If you're dealing with a Gemini, somebody was single, or somebody was looking for someone single. There's Virgo energy here. I feel like somebody was looking. They were single, they met a Virgo or a homebody. That created a tower moment, and then all of a sudden things started getting better. And you started working towards a union again with somebody. So somebody felt like they weren't tempted. They were just looking, exploring, maybe searching the web or whatever. Or like on Facebook, but I don't think anything happened. But you know what? Sometimes tarot card readers say that, and I was like, no, something happened, right? But there was something in this connection that divided the two, and then someone took control of it and was like, look, ultimatum. Page of Pentacles is usually an offer. Sideways for me, it's an ultimatum. They made an ultimatum, and they were like, look, if we're going to make this work and we're going to do this, you can't do that anymore. For example, like if you're talking to someone, or you, like for example, the holidays are coming up and some people text all their exes. Happy birthday, Merry Christmas, Happy Thanksgiving, Happy Veterans Day. Bullshit. To just keep in touch with them. No, we're just friends. But you don't have to. You don't have to do that. Happy birthday, I get happy birthday. But you don't have to do all that other stuff. It's over. Let it go. Move on. You know, and I think the other person, you know, like, it's like that kind of thing. Not that exact scenario, but it's just something similar like that. Where the other person's like, look, if you want to be with me, you can't keep doing this stuff. Like, it just, you know, you can't keep leaving these doors open. You can't keep talking to these people. You know, you can't keep running when this person's calling you in the middle of the night saying that they're drunk and they need a ride. Take a fucking Uber. Oh, I don't have money for an Uber. Zelle it. Zelle it or Venmo it, and that bitch has money for an Uber. Do not go and pick up that chick. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. That kind of thing. Just the vibe I'm getting. If you're dealing with the Cancers, I love that card. Things are changing in this relationship. So think wisely about the offers that you're making. Because Cancers are pretty simple. They go with the flow. But they see intention, right? And I feel like the offers you're making are changing it because you're looking at you like, that's what you want to offer me? Or, oh, that's what you want to offer me? You know, like, there's great sex in this situation for one of you. I don't see great sex for both of you. I see great sex for one of you. And then somebody's offering Knight level love, which is better than Page level love, but nothing like King or Emperor love. And the other person's guarded because they're like, I want more. I feel like somebody wants more. They feel like they're giving and they're not getting the same amount. They want stability. They want, like, really, I want commitment. I want stability. You know, there's just too many options in the picture. There's too many variables that are, it just doesn't feel right. And Cancers are like that. Cancers, we are some finicky we are some finicky MFs. But they know what they want, and they know when they're happy and they're content. And most Cancers settle, believe it or not. There was a really great meme recently on YouTube of Ariana Grande sucking on a lollipop, looking up at some guy that she was dating that looks like a disaster. And, oh, I think it was Pete Davidson or something. And it's like, guy that needs therapy, right, above the guy. And then next to it, it said, it had Ariana Grande looking up at him like with googly eyes, all happy with her lollipop. And then it says Cancer, because Cancer is always going after the person that needs help. You know what I mean? So that could be the situation. If you're a Leo, if you're dealing with a Leo, sorry, you, the Virgo, are having issues with this person. I mean, you got 2 issue cards in a row. You have the Tower and the 7 of Wands. You have very big communication issues. You're a lot of rejection issues, a lot of arguments. There's not enough giving. And in this case, I think time. Somebody wants more time. They're not getting it. It creates Tower moments. They're like, well, where are you spending your time if you're not with me? With the Knight of Wands, this person's in and out, which is why I thought time. This is an offer. They don't give you enough time. Does that make sense? So the Knight of Wands is in and out energy. The Page of of Pentacles is offer. They're not giving you enough of what you want because they're in and out, which I'm guessing is time. So you guys are arguing about this. If you're dealing with a Virgo, this is either going to be a mini reading. Hold on. Queen of Pentacles. The woman, the Queen of Pentacles, the stable one in this relationship, is disappointed. The person says they're working all the time, but she knows better. She knows this doesn't work. If you're dealing with a Virgo, there's a lot of really defensive energy. Again, you got the same cards again. A lot of in and out energy, a lot of defensive energy in the home. If you guys are living with someone or sharing space with someone, the person that's usually in charge that sees the entire picture, the Emperor and the Empress, they see the entire picture, like they see the entire kingdom. You know, they're trying to make a choice because they're hurt right now. And they're like, you know what? I don't think I want to live in this energy long term. So they're trying to figure out what to do next if you're dealing with a Virgo or if you're the Virgo. This might be another mini reading. If you're dealing with a Libra, somebody is coming back to tell somebody a truth and offer some type of attention, affection, love. But when they come back, the person's guarded. They'll sleep with you, but they're emotionally guarded, meaning they're not going to open their heart to you that easily. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, hi, mama. This is a very fortuitous kind of union. This person has it all together. They make good decisions. They know where they're going. But they crazy. Like, they argue. They pop off. And that stresses someone out. And they're trying their best to make it work because everything else is fantastic about this person. But their mouth. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, someone's trying to get over something because there was an ending and I feel like there was a reconciliation. The person somebody has let themselves go, but they're happy to be giving to this again. So it's almost like you guys broke up, got back together. Someone's not as passionate about the situation, but you guys are still trying to, you know, make it work. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, things are getting better. In the love aspect, there's more commitment in this situation because of the communication you've been having and because of the little things that you guys do for each other. I don't know if you're buying little gifts or leaving little notes, making offers, massaging each other, kissing, hugging, holding hands. There's like this kind of like physical aspect that's improving with the 7 of Pentacles. Your guys are investing in this more and giving more of yourselves, and that's why this is working. It's slowly progressing into something, but this communication, this intelligence, this emotional intelligence, it's actually helping to break down barriers. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, There's a lot of little things that are wrong in this relationship, a lot. And it's a beautiful relationship. It could be better. You guys get along well at home. You make a lot of plans. There's a lot of love here, but there are little things that you guys have to address, because the little things turn into big things after a while. A lot of little things. So just communicate about those little things and everything should be fine with this one. If you're dealing with a Pisces, they're sexy, stunning, beautiful. This is very different from what you're accustomed to. It's nothing like your ex or your last relationship. This one doesn't hurt. This one's more stable. It's what you were looking for. There's no stress or like those little things that I was talking about in the last one that bother you. There's none of that there. You're focused on the present, not the past. You feel accepted and loved. You're weak. You could be vulnerable with this person. And with the Knight of Swords in reverse, things are happening at the right pace. It's not fast. It's not slow. It's just right. Any final words? I get so weak in the knees. What you give, like the offers you make, the attention to detail that you have is going to determine whether or not you are stressed out, left out in the cold, or you are working on something. You cannot focus on the past. The past is the past. Leave it there. Leave all your exes in the past. Do not call them. Do not talk to them. If they call you to say happy birthday, do not reply. Don't do anything. Leave it alone. If you have something new with someone, focus on your new person. Do not bring the past back in, because the past will always ruin your current relationship. Right? That's what needs to change, is this impulsiveness of like, oh, let me go back and see if it's going to work with my ex, or I learned something new with this person. Let me go try it on my ex, or like, you know, oh, squirrel, this person's looking at me and smiling. Maybe I should ask them out. Like, no. Your actions have consequences. And every time you do something impulsively, it chips away at the current relationship. Learn from your mistakes is what the message is for you guys. If you like my vibe, please subscribe. Remember, I am doing 1-question readings for $5. It's worth every dollar, every cent. You guys have maybe like 20 days to book that 1-question reading, and you can book like 5 of them. So if you want to spend $25, you'll get 5 questions. If you have any comments, by all means, please leave them below. What do you want to see? What do you like? What don't you like? And I will try to work with you guys. Okay, bye.